Hello, this is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today's video, you guys are probably wondering, Laser, what are you talking about? It is a Far Cry 6 video and you're talking about classes and builds. Yeah, guys, today I want to present to you guys a brand new concept that has been introduced to the game that, for me personally, I actually like it, and I feel like you guys are going to like it as well, is that the ability of being able to do classes and builds within Far Cry. That's something we've never seen before. So today I'm going to explain how that works, how you actually make a build, and how do you go about all that stuff. So if all of this sounds like something you're definitely interested in, a like would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget, guys, to turn on your all notifications on so you guys can know exactly when our videos go live and you guys won't miss our awesome Far Cry coverage. So how do classes work in the game? Well, let's take a look at the actual class system and the arsenal of what we have available. So there are 3 different ways you can actually make a class or a specific build in the game. And this is going to be coinciding based on whatever weapon selection you have, whatever SUPREMO you have, and whatever gear you have. So when you decide to make a build, you kind of have to feed off of that. So for example, let's say you want to play super stealthy, right? So we'll take this into consideration. We want to use the AGM pistol. Now this particular pistol, guys, it gives us the ability to, have a suppressor, and it gives us armor piercing rounds. Now, what else can I actually work with to actually make a build to make this class super assassin-like, right? Make an assassin build. Then we'll talk about, tank builds and all that stuff. Well, the other thing that could coincide with that, of course, is our SUPREMO. Because if we go to our SUPREMOs and we go ahead and change the SUPREMO, you're going to notice that we have multiple SUPREMOs to pick from. Now, once that we understand what class we want to play, we want to be playing an assassin class, we're going to look for a SUPREMO that actually benefits the stealth class. And this is going to be El Impulso. Basically, this emits an EMP pulse that knocks down over enemies, disables security systems, which is extremely important, and it enables vehicle hijacking. There's another one that's actually pretty powerful here as well that you can theoretically use on this one, which is the use of Aluas, which is a power to mark enemies in cover, and you'll be able to see enemies behind buildings. So this is a very good, effective way to actually play if you want to play stealthy. So as you guys see here, this is going to be our assassin build and the stuff that we would need to actually be able to do that. So, all right, so now that we identified our playstyle, which is going to be assassin class, we already identified our SUPREMO. Now it's time to pick the correct gear that's going to coincide with that playstyle or that class or that particular build. And that's going to be focused on our gear. Now, I don't have all the gear unlocked to tell you guys, put this build together, but I have some pieces of gear that you could get a better idea of how this works. For example, for our headgear, I have the Cyber Eye. It's going to tag nearby enemies after taking down kills. So anytime you guys go ahead and take someone down with your machete, and they go down, you're going to be able to see any enemies that are surrounding them as well. In addition to that, you're able to get each set of gear sets that will improve either whatever weapon you want to have as your primary. So for example, as you remember I said that my primary was going to be my pistol. Of course, I'm going to look for gear that's going to give me a benefit out. For example, right here, this wristband, it's going to acquire additional sidearm ammo. Now, the interesting part about this game is you could mix and match them because you don't have to have all the gear set. You don't get a bonus for having all 5 of the same pieces attached or together. But you do get the advantage of mixing and matching the ones you want and then changing the style and the look of the ones you want. Kind of, if you want to find out how you transmog and you don't know, check out my video, which I uploaded earlier this week. So after we identify the weapon, we identify the SUPREMOs, we get our gear set up on stuff we want. So for example, as you see here, we're getting ammo for our sidearm. We have this one that's going to take this out. We are then going to transition into what mods we actually put in here and what gadgets we actually apply to our SUPREMOs. For example, I have this gadget right here, which is called Perception Grenade. Basically, what this grenade does is when you throw the grenade, it automatically tags and identifies nearby enemies. It kind of gives you this little sonar, and it kind of picks up all the enemies that are in the vicinity without you even having to investigate or pulling out your phone and scouting the area. In addition to that, you're also able to apply mods that are going to benefit you when it comes to your particular playstyle. So that is pretty much how the class system or the build system works in Far Cry. You have to play around and figure out exactly what playstyle do I want to do, what weapon do I want to primarily main, and then combine that with a SUPREMO, and then combine your gear to match your SUPREMO and match your weapon. And in addition to that, put the correct mods in your SUPREMO and on your weapons to coincide with that build or that particular playstyle. Now, I will have build videos later on for you guys, so you guys can definitely check out if you guys want to play tank, if you want to play assassin. So make sure you guys keep it locked in this channel, and don't forget, guys, for all things Far Cry, subscribe to the channel, turn on all your notifications so you guys don't miss when the videos go live. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.